Hi everyone, my name is Noah Laskowski. Today I'll be speaking about the transformation of work to play and showcasing the development of how two games, one by my choice, can show the difference on how the way we learn from games. Evaluation of Assessment 1. Assessment 1, the food on your plate, was a project which required us to cooperate, investigate and work on the semester's theme in groups of 5. Problem statement. How can Labster adapt to demonstrate realistic and contemporary discoveries? 4 subsidiary questions. How can Labster make the simulation's plot more simple? How can Labster demand historical events as part of the simulation process? How can Labster provide a realistic visual display that is comparable to modern games? How may Labster increase their movement and characteristics when using the simulation? Approach. Translating knowledge into practical application. Labster. Labster provides students with a realistic lab setting in which they can conduct experiments and practice their abilities in a safe, enjoyable learning setting. With Labster's virtual science lab and materials, you can bring the world of science into the classroom or allow students to take their study home. There's no need for extra hardware or lab equipment. These labs can be accessed from any laptop. And they'll inspire kids' creativity with this new, innovative manner of learning science. Rainbow Six Siege. Ubisoft Montreal developed and released Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six Siege, an online tactical shooter video game, on December 1st, 2015. It was published globally from Microsoft Windows, PlayStation 4 and Xbox One. 5 years later, on December 1st, 2020, it was published on PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series XS. The game places a strong focus on environmental degradation and as well as player interaction. In several gaming scenarios such as rescuing a hostage, defusing a bomb, or capturing possession of an objective within a room, each player assumes control of an attacker or defender. Examples of Rainbow Six Siege benefits. When playing the developers have gone into a realization that the maps that they have placed in the game are real events that have happened in previous historical events, such as the image seen on the top left is an image of a German clubhouse that was raided in the early 1900s. The players on the right and bottom left are two operators, Pulse and Knock, which have been seen in the bottom left and top right, which are players that they are now playable in the game. Evidence of why R6 is better than Labster. When contrasted to the physical and emotions that the player experiences when playing Rainbow Six Siege, the realistic effect of Rainbow Six Siege outweighs the artificial feel of Labster, resulting in a greater visuals and movement when playing. Methods. Labster is a game designed to help persons in the scientific business improve their abilities by allowing them to engage in the real interactions without having to present at a facility. Results. This is a screenshot taken of me playing Rainbow Six Siege late at night. Rainbow Six Siege is more enjoyable and feels better in the controls. Labster seemed like a non-realistic game of science expressed in an imaginary environment rather than a real contemporary issues. Implication solutions. Using the findings of the investigation, a solution to the Labster problem was found. Labster, in the long run, could be upgraded to make the simulations more realistic, over time providing more actual situations for science and produce largest scientific themes. In my conclusion, Rainbow Six Siege outweighs Labster by a fair bit, just in the gameplay that is assessed and in the historical events that are placed and proven to be correct. So my verdict is Rainbow Six Siege is better than Labster.